Welcome back to my channel, Think CSEC. Today we'll be doing the CSEC Social Studies, May-June 2015, Paper 1. But if you're new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Yes, hit it. Turn on your post notification bell so that you are alerted when new videos are posted, and leave a comment below and click that like button. And for all those of my returning subscribers, welcome again and thanks for tuning in. Well, let us get right into this paper. The first question says, Lloyd invited his mother to live with him, his wife, and two sons. The new family structure would be termed, we know it would be termed B, extended family. Let's go on to 2. It says, which of the following are aspects of the socialization process? 1. Religious teaching. 2. Reproduction. 3. Recreational activity. Union between our parents can best be described as, we know it is C. Common law. Conjugal means being married, and A and D would be out. So let's go on to number 5. Number 5 says, which of the following is least likely to be a concern for adolescents in the family? We know it is C, providing financial support for the home. 6 says, in the Caribbean, fathers have accepted more responsibility for child rearing mainly because of the D, increase in the number of working mothers. So mothers are no longer staying at home, they're going out to earn an income so as to offset bills. Today, 7 says, which of the following best explains the promotion of family planning in the Caribbean? We know our answer is D, to give parents control over the number and spacing of their children. 8 says, which of the following would determine the authority of parents in the home? We know our answer is B, inconsistency in rewarding and punishing children. 9 says, unemployment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for the younger brothers and sisters. Which of the following problems is least likely to affect the younger brothers and sisters? We know it is D, lack of peer group interaction. Number 10. The type of care associated with the elderly is described as, we know it is D, senescence. Let's go on to number 11. Caribbean governments have improved the rights of children born out of wedlock by C, passing laws to allow them to qualify for inheritance. In the past, it was not like that. It was only for children who were born in wedlock. So the law have allowed them to be beneficiary today. 12 says, identify the order in which the ancestors of Caribbean people arrived in the region. So we know it is, we have 1 Amerindians, 2 East Indians, 3 Europeans, 4 Africans. So the order is, first, we have the Amerindians, then we have the Europeans, then the Africans, and then the East Indians. So our answer is A. Let's go on to 13. 13 says, which of the following best characterizes a primary group? So we know it is B, face-to-face interaction. 14 says, Ralph is the leader of his school choir. He makes all group decisions without consulting his other group members. What type of leader is Ralph? We know it is C, authoritarian. 15 says, which of the following is the best example of a compromise? We know it is D, a husband promising to clean the house while his wife does the cooking. 16 says, Which of the following are characteristics of a strong leader? We know it is A, willing to make decisions. And some of these questions have been repeated. So we're just going through them. 17 says, democratic control and open membership are features of a, we know it is D, cooperative society. Number 18 says, Samuel broke one of his school rules. He was given 250 lines to write. The above is an example of a, we know it is D, sanction. 19 says, in which of the following countries is proportional representation practiced? The answer is A, Guyana. 20 says, the plan proposed by political parties for managing a country is published in a document called a, it is called a B, manifesto. 21 says, a political campaign is a method used by parties to, or answer B, encourage people to vote. 22 says, which of the following is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? Or answer C, probate of wills. Let's go to 23. 23 says, in many Caribbean countries, the Queen of England is the head of state. Such countries may be described as, we know it is B, monarchies. 24 says, the main function of a prosecutor in the judicial system is to C, present arguments against the defendant. 25 says, the role of the opposition in Parliament can best be described as, or answer D, analyzing government's policies and presenting alternatives. 26. A national budget has a deficit when expenditure is C, greater than revenue. 27. Which of the following is a non-taxable source of government revenue? Or answer C, grants from donor agencies. 28. A country's constitution may be changed by A, a referendum. 29 says, the constitutions of Commonwealth Caribbean countries guarantee citizens freedom of conscience, expression, assembly, and movement. These freedoms are usually referred to as, or answer C, human rights. 30 says, which of the following is least likely to be affected by overpopulation in a country? So all of them are likely, but the one that is least likely. So the one that is least likely is C, participation in religious activities. 31 says, lack of insufficient resources to support the demands of a nation's population is known as, our answer is B, overpopulation. Let's go on to 32. So here 32 says the term labor force is best defined as all persons who are B, qualified, willing, and able to work. 33 says, item 33 refers to the following diagram which shows the population pyramid for country X. So the question says, which of the following features of country X may be gathered from the diagram above? We know it is B, age, gender, distribution of population. 34. 34 says, item 34 refers to the following graph which shows birth rate according to gender for country Z. So we have our rate per thousand, and we have our sexes. The unbroken lines represent female, and the unbroken line represent male, and the broken line represents female. So the question for 34 says, from the data given in the graph, it can be concluded that C, female birth rate reached its highest level around the 1970s. So We can look and see in the 1970s, here it reaches a peak right there. So let's go on to number 35 now. 35 says, which of the following best explains why birth rates have been falling in some Caribbean countries? Here we go. 35. B. Family planning is now encouraged in several countries. B would be our answer. 36 says, a country's population increase is calculated by finding the, so we know it is D, the sum of natural increase and net migration. Let's go on to 37. 37 says, the concepts of push and pull are associated with A. Migration of people. 38 says, an example of intra-regional migration is the movement of people from, or answer D, Trinidad and Tobago to St. Lucia. We know intra is within the same area, same region. 39 says, look at the following diagram. So here we see a man moving out. Notice it says no work, low wages, I'll work and live better in town. So it seems as he's moving out of a rural area to go and search for better. Which of the following may result if many people do what the young man in the picture is doing? So we notice or answer option 1, rapid rate of growth cities, 2, the brain drain experienced by many developing countries, 3, inadequate housing, educational and health facilities in urban areas. So we know that our answer would be B, 1 and 3 only. Let's go on to number 40. It says, healthy individuals are beneficial to a country's development because such individuals are more likely to be D, productive and effective workers. 41 says, the introduction of machines in agriculture results in the unemployment of farm workers. The type of unemployment these workers suffer is D, technical. 42 says, which of the following are most likely to happen in a country where there is full employment? 1, greater demand for goods and services. 2, improvement in the quality of life. 3, an upsurge in criminal activities. So what would be our answer option? Our answer option would be A, 1 and 2 only. Let's go on to 43. 43 says, which of the following situations contributes most to underemployment? So we know that is B, employment for illegal immigrants. Let's go on to 44. It says, persons are considered unemployed when they are D. Well, answer option C and D are very, very close. So we're going to go with D, between the ages 16 and 25 years and actively looking for work. Let's go to 45. It is true to say that marine life in the Caribbean is a renewable resource. 46 says, which of the following would play an important part in a government's efforts to increase consumption of locally produced goods? We know our answer would be A, increasing the price of imported goods. 47 says, which of the following methods of fishing is most damaging to the ecosystem? Now, this question is a one that persons would say there are many answer options here. Now, the use of dynamite, that is very damaging, and the dropping of signs. Now, choosing from these two, I am going to go with C, the use of dynamite. And we explain what signs are in one of our previous videos, so you can make sure you check out those other videos that we posted. 48 says, which of the following has the potential to cause the most serious pollution of the beaches of the Caribbean? This is another one that is quite arguable. Many persons were left B and D would be out. We're left with A and C. Persons would readily say A, but on a worldwide basis, we're going to go with C, improper garbage disposal. 49 says, which of the following measures will assist Caribbean countries to develop self-sufficient economies? 1. Developing the local agricultural sector. 2. Investing in local industries rather than in foreign ones. 3. Issuing import license for goods which can be produced locally. So we know our answer would be A, 1 and 2 only. Let's go on to 50. 50 says, most Caribbean countries remain producers of primary products, mainly because they lack the means to process their resources. So we may have the raw material, but we cannot put it into a finished product because we don't have certain technological machines and so on. 51 says, the highest authority of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, is the B, Heads of Government Conference. Let's go on to 52. 52 says, which of the following is the most important aim of the trading arrangements within CARICOM? We know it is A, to promote economic development in the region. Let's go on to 53. It says, which of the following factors hinders cooperation among CARICOM states? So we know it is C, competition for foreign capital. C. 54 says, individual countries in the region are too small to make their presence felt on the world stage. Implied in the statement is the need for, we know it is D, integration of countries and the region under consideration. 55 says, which of the following is not a feature of globalization? So one, so D would be our answer. Use of low levels of technology in the production of goods. Let's go on to 56. It says, which of the following may hinder integration in CARICOM? So we know that is B, restrictions on inter-regional trade. 57 says, if a CARICOM country imposes restrictions on CARICOM products, which of the following provisions is being violated? We know it is B, liberalization of trade. 58 says, which of the following is not likely to be a potential benefit of CARICOM to a member state? Our answer is, we know it is D, increased in competition among member states for limited human resources. Let's go to 59. 59 says, here we have items 59 to 60 refer to the following table below, which gives the natural increase population for country X in 2006. So we have number of births, 30,000, number of deaths, 15,000, number of immigrants, 14,000, number of emigrants, 8,000. So 59 says the natural increase in population for country X in 2006 was, we know it is D, 45,000. So D would be our answer. And as we did this one, and we had explained in detail what that means. So you can make sure to check out those other videos that we have posted. So D would be our answer. So D would be our answer. All right, let's go on to 60. It says the net migration figure for country X in 2006. 2006 is, so we know net migration is the difference between the immigration and emigration. So if you take a look, it would be 14,000, take away 8,000 from that. So our answer would be A, 6,000. So this is it. We have come to the end of the CSEC Social Studies May, June 2015 paper 1. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. and leave a comment below. Until then, we'll see you in the next.